Hello everyone, welcome back. Surya Smarter Everyday. Are you well? I hope you are well. In the previous video, you learned what is a personality and what are the qualities essential to develop your personality. In this video, we are looking at reading A. Attitude is altitude from the first unit at 10th class English. You should watch it carefully and prepare notes, learn difficult words and its pronunciation, meaning and its variations, and answer the following questions given at the end of this video. I ensure it helps to improve your vocabulary and English communication skills, moreover helps to develop your personality. Are you ready? Then let's start. Before begin the lesson, we need to get a vivid picture of the title. Attitude is altitude. Attitude is altitude is a very inspiring and truthful story of an Australian, Nick Vujicic. His original name is Nicholas James Vujicic, who has achieved a lot and became a world famous with his achievements, though he was born without arms and legs. The title of this lesson is the message of Nick's life. Attitude means the way we think and feel about something or somebody. Altitude means high position or height. That means one's attitude decides his or her success or failure. Nick's positive attitude has made him overcome his disability. He became motivational speaker, though he has been torso. This story reveals the fact how Nick has become a great with his right attitude. Back to lesson. Let me read the first paragraph and that we will discuss. Imagine have no arms to stretch in the morning, to help you scratch that itch, to allow you to wrap your arms around your loved ones. Imagine having no legs to kick the pebbles down the street, to walk or run, to bicycle or skateboard, to get you from point A to point B. Then imagine both at once, which is what Nick Vujicic has faced his whole life. Have you heard something like this before? Nick Vujicic was born with no arms or legs, but he doesn't let the details stop him. The brave 26-year-old, who is mainly torso, plays football and golf, swims and surfs, despite having no limbs. He has a small foot on his left hip, which helps him to balance and enable him to kick. He uses his one foot to type, write with a pen, and pick things up between his toes. I call it my chicken drumstick, he joked. Who was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. I would be lost without it. Here, you imagine if you do not have arms, you can't stretch in the morning. You cannot scratch if there is any itching sensation in any part of the body. And you do not have arms, you can't even wrap your arms around your loved ones. So what does this mean? Wrap your arms around, to put your arms around somebody or something. Here is two important words. One is stretch. What does it mean? Extend or straighten. Some antonyms also given here. Shorten, fold, shrink or curtail. And another word, wrap. The spelling of this word WRAP. but the W is silent. We can pronounce it is as rap. What does it mean? Hug and enfold. Some antonyms: unwrap or unfold. Back to the lesson. Then the next, imagine having no legs to kick the pebbles down the street, to walk or run, to bicycle or skateboard, or get you from point A to point B. You cannot kick the pebbles down the street with your legs because you don't have legs, and you cannot walk, you can't run, you can't ride bicycle, you can't ride skateboard. In fact, you cannot do anything. You cannot even move from one place to another place. Back to the lesson. Imagine both at once, which is what Nick Vujicic has faced his whole life. Have you heard something like this before? So what does the expression imagine both at once? Nick has neither arms nor legs. At once. It is one of the important idiomatic expression that means same time. For example, one cannot be in two places at once. Imagine both at once, which is what Nick Vujicic has faced his whole life. What does all means? So in this word, you notice the spelling WHOLE, but its pronunciation is all. What does it mean? Entire, complete. Antonyms: partial. Nick Vujicic was born with no arms or legs, but he doesn't let the details stop him. What does the phrase means? He doesn't let the details stop him. That means Nick's disability does not come in his way to getting success. Okay, back to the lesson. The brave 26-year-old who is mainly torso plays football and golf, swims and surf despite having no limbs. What does the word torso mean? The main part of the body, not including the head, arms or legs. It is known as torso. In spite of having no arms or legs, he can play football, golf, and he can swim and he can surf. Nick has a small foot on his left hip, which help him to balance and enable him to kick. Here is one of the important grammatical points we will discuss. Despite. The substitute words of despite is in spite of. What does it mean? Disregarding the difficulties. We can discuss how combine two sentences using in spite of or despite. Add in spite of or despite at the beginning of the sentence. In the first sentence, any subject in pronoun form you should be written in its possessive case of form. Possessive case. For example, look at this table. Pronoun: he, she, they, we, I, you. Whenever you are using in spite of or despite, it follow possessive case of pronoun. That is his, her, their, our, my, your. In spite of his or in spite of her. You never say in spite of he or she or they. The next rule, then if there is a verb or adjective writes its noun form, then write the second sentence. So after in spite of or despite never follow adjective or verb form that you change as a noun form. If the sentence contain yet, still, but, it should be omitted. For example, she was ill, still she came to the office. How can combine this sentence with in spite of or despite? So in spite of being ill, she came to the office. So here is a verb was, that is ing form. You should use ing form. In spite of being ill, she came to the office. Otherwise you can write in spite of her illness. So here is a she, the pronoun she, that possessive form her, and then illness is the noun form. So in spite of her illness, she came to the office. Another example, Nick has no limbs, he plays football and golf. How can combine this sentence with despite or in spite of? Despite having no limbs, Nick plays football and golf. Okay, I think you understood. Back to the lesson. Nick has a small foot on his left hip, which help him to balance, enable him to kick. He uses his one foot to type, write with pen and pick things up between his toes. I call it my chicken drumstick, joked Nick, who was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. So here, chicken drumstick, what does it mean? Look, the lower part of the body, leg of chicken or other birds. So here the lower part of the leg of the chicken or other parts. It is literally meaning, but here a small foot on his left hip. So here look at that Nick's body. On his left hip there was one small foot. It is known as chicken drumstick. He called or joked it as a chicken drumstick. Why would he call it is chicken drumstick? Because it looked like a chicken drumstick in its appearance. So here is raised one another important question. What is the asset of Nick? How does it help him? Asset. What does asset means? Very valuable or important. What is the asset or important things of Nick? What is asset? The asset, Nick has his small foot on the left hip. How does it help him? It helps him balance and enables him to kick, type, write with pen and pick up things. Okay, back to the lesson. He was born Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. Actually, Nick Vujicic was born in Australia, but he moved to Los Angeles in America. It is one of the most popular city of California. Then I would be lost without it. He said he would be lost without it. What does it mean? You carefully notice this sentence. I would be lost without it. I'd. So this is a short form of I would. So here you can write I'd The short form of I had, I would. But here it is used I would. I would be lost without it. What refer I here? I refer to Nick. Nick would be lost without it. What refer it? It refer to a small foot on his left hip. Then, what is the meaning of this phrase? I would be lost without it. The foot helped him to do many things. Nick's small foot helped him to do many things. My dear students, answer the following questions. Question number 1. What do you understand by the expression, but he doesn't let the details stop him? Question number 2. The expression, then imagine both at once, suggests. Question number 3. Why would he call it his chicken drumstick? Question number 4. I would be lost without it. What does it refer to? Question number 5. He said he would be lost without it. What does this sentence mean? I think today's class helped you to learn a lot. And if we have any doubt, please feel free to contact me. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.